being a part of the gang, it is a waste of time because it doesn't lead to anything successful. The only three places you're gonna wind up in a gang is either dead, paralyzed, or in prison. The school's where it's at. You guys want to be somebody? This is where it starts, right here, right now. Gangs and all that, that's a dead end, man. You run anybody into the street in a wheelchair, he'll tell you the same thing. I was shot, gang related.
Wheelchair, for me, it's an eye-opener from the kids. As soon as they see the wheelchair and us in them, the first thing they want to do is know why. What's the reason why you guys are in that wheelchair? And half of them probably already know that we've been shot because we have violence throughout all our communities. My name is Eric Gibson, and I was injured in 1993. I got shot 5 times in the back with a .357. And at the same time that I got shot, I was talking to a little Hispanic girl. She was only 12 years old. She got shot 1 time in the center of her head and she died instantly.
When you talk about gangs, you definitely have to know something about gangs. And with these guys being in wheelchairs and telling their history has a tremendous impact on my students because our students do not see the consequences of gangs.
As I was growing up in the 7th grade, we had intervention programs that come to the schools and talk about gang stuff, but it was a little different because the guys was able-bodied, they wasn't in wheelchairs, and I couldn't look at them and tell that they was in gangs. They didn't have that look, so I really didn't think if they knew what they talked about.
Juan and Eric, they're also a support system for me alone, okay? Because I'm just a human, and I'm new to the community, and I was not exposed to many of the social problems that my kids have been exposed. And just for me to be able to have a conversation with them, checking balances, so that I understand the language that my kids are coming with, so that I understand the body language, the behavior, where they're coming from. So I understand, I don't know, half of the initials they're all claiming. And I need to know. If I'm going to be an effective principal, I need to know my kids.
Yeah, he was gangbanging, and then he was walking down the street with me, and then some boys came by, and then they're like, hey, where you from? I started running, and he stayed there. He said I was from the A's, and then he got shot.
And you were right there?
He got shot in the shoulder. That's the last time I seen him.
When I was growing up, the normal thing was going through middle school, joining a gang, getting involved in drugs, and start selling dope. And we want these kids as 6th graders to break the cycle, not get involved in gangs, not start selling the dopes and making their lives easier for them. Just break the whole cycle of the stereotype that we have in this community that this school is in.
The message that I want the kids to get from No Barrier is that they can overcome any barriers that they face. No Barrier is spelled with K-N-O-W, and the reason that we spelled it like that is because once you realize the barrier, you understand the barrier, then it doesn't become a barrier after that, you know? You understand the barrier, you know the barrier, so therefore you break the barrier down. I mean, you have to believe it within yourself that you guys have the capability to achieve anything you guys want. There's no one in here that's stupid or retarded. No one, you know? Everybody here has a brain, everybody here can think. So if you can think, you can be anything you want. You got to be optimistic in this field, you know? If you're not optimistic, then you know you're gonna be going up against the wall a lot, asking yourself, why am I doing this? But when you're optimistic, then you can see the possibility of things turning around, changing around. Knowing that tomorrow could be a better day and seeing it, you know? If you have a vision, follow it and make it come true. Make it come true. You know, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. We see the vision, we see how things can be in the community, we see how things can be safe in the school, and why not, you know, fight for that and make it safe for our kids, you know.